Hi guys, I am here to do my SpookAthon TBR. I am very excited about this readathon. I love readathons in general. I was really hoping somebody would do a readathon for October because this is my favorite time of year. I love the fall, I love October, I love Halloween, and I love reading scary, spooky thrillers, anything like that this time of year. So when this came out, I was like, I definitely want to do this. I honestly I was also going to do the Goosebumps-a-thon that's hosted by Richard over at Books and Bullshit. Unfortunately, I was not able to get any books. I was such a big fan of Goosebumps when I was a kid. I used to read them all the time. I loved R.L. Stine, all of his other books. So I thought it would be real fun and nostalgic and quick, easy reads. Well, I go to my library thinking, well, I'm sure they have a whole bunch of these books. You know, I was pretty sure that they are still around, they're still popular. They had nothing. They did not have one. So I go to Barnes & Noble. They had Goosebumps books, but they did not have any of the ones that he had picked for his read-along. I went to like used bookstores and thrift stores and I could not find any of them. I was getting so disappointed, and it is now like the middle of the month and trying to order them on Amazon and getting them just seemed like too much of a hassle. Unfortunately I kind of gave up on that, but I still want to do this readathon. I plan on reading these kind of books anyway, so if I can fit any of them into this and it helps to motivate me to read, that would be great. I have not really read anything the last couple weeks. Just busy with school and everything that happened with my mom, and I just haven't really wanted to read. And so I'm really hoping that this kind of gets me excited about reading, because this is one of my favorite times to read. I love this kind of stuff, and for whatever reason, like, I love reading horror and scary books, and I usually only read them in October. I don't know why. So I'm definitely overdue for reading some of this kind of stuff. Before I start though, I just want to let you know, I'm a little freaked out sitting in front of this bookcase. This is where I normally do my book videos, but last night my daughter comes up to me and she tells me that there is a spider downstairs. She's like, I saw it run behind your bookshelf. I actually have a couple bookshelves, so I didn't know what she was talking about. So I come down and I ask her where it was, and it was behind this bookshelf. I know that I should probably just leave it alone. You know, people are always saying don't kill spiders. They're good, they take care of the bad bugs, blah blah blah. I cannot stand spiders. I am terrified of spiders. Just the thought of one hiding in my house somewhere, I don't know where it is, I don't know if it's gonna come out. I wouldn't even be able to sleep, honestly. I once woke up with a spider on my face, bit me in the eye, my whole eyelid swelled up, I had to go to the hospital. I don't do that. I can't handle it. So I started taking things off the shelf and slowly pulling the shelf away from the wall, you know, and keeping an eye out, thinking it's gonna just like run out because I'm gonna startle it. Nothing. I pull it completely away from the wall, and then I look behind it, and there are 3 spiders, 3 big spiders on the back of the bookshelf. They are going at it. I don't know what the hell they are doing. I don't know if they're trying to kill each other. I don't know if they're having an orgy, but I was not having it. I was like, I don't play this. I don't need to wake up one day to like eggs hatching and thousands of little spiders running around my downstairs family room. I was like, oh hell no. So I panicked for a moment and then I ran and got a can of Raid, sprayed the hell out of them, sucked them up with a vacuum after they were dead. Oh my god, that totally freaked me out. I don't know how long that they were back there, how many videos I made with these spiders like plotting behind me. And I know they're gone and there's nothing else there, but it's honestly like giving me goosebumps right now. It's freaking me out. Okay, so enough about my phobias and neuroses. Let's start with my TBR. After some coffee. It's kind of chilly this morning. Okay, so if you don't know about SpookAthon, it is coming up this week. It is, let's see, it's October 17th through October 23rd, which I'm pretty sure October 17th is Sunday. It's hosted by Books and Lala, Paige from Pages, and then Shannon over at Bookerly. There's 5 challenges. You don't have to read 5 books. If you can find one book that covers all the challenges, you know, that's great. You can definitely do 5 books. If you just heard that, that's my dog. You can't see her, but she is holding up her favorite rabbit toy, like wanting me to play with her. You want to say hi? Come here. Oh, I know. If you watched my last video, like, she was blocked upstairs and she couldn't come down and she was all sad. She is my shadow. She always wants to be with me, huh? Yeah, you're my good girl. It's not a good time to play though. Thank you. Thank you. You're a good girl. Can I finish this and I'll play with you? Oh, you're gonna spill my coffee. Okay, watch out. Just watch out. Okay. The first book in the challenges is to read a thriller. Jade, you're completely blocking my face now. Can you come on, back up? I know, you're a good girl. She doesn't understand personal space. And the book, the book that I chose was Mystic River. Don't lick my book, please. By Dennis Lehane. Sorry, she's silly. If you saw a book haul that I did a couple months ago or something, I actually found this at a used book sale. I think it was one of my library book sales. And I love this movie. I really wanted to read the book, and I was actually thinking about reading it for October anyway, because it is a thriller and should probably be kind of fast-paced. I thought that that would be perfect for something like this. So, alright, my last video cut off, so I'm hoping, I've never tried it before, I'm using an iPhone, I'm hoping I can combine these 2 videos. If not, I'm just gonna have to make the whole thing over again. But kind of a lot to do and I'm a little pressed for time, so I'm gonna try to just finish up. The next book, the next challenge was to read a book with red on the cover, and this also fits for the last challenge too, which is read a book with a paranormal character or creature. And it is The Strain by Guillermo del Toro and Chuck Hogan. It's also a TV show. I did try watching the TV show, and I got 2 or 3 episodes in. It wasn't quite getting my attention, and I have so many other things that I watched that I figured I'm not going to try to spend a lot of time getting into a new show. I think it's still on the air. If you watch it and you think it's definitely worth watching, that I should give it another chance, then comment down below and I'll try it again. I was definitely interested in it. I've heard really good things about this book. I would love to read this book. It's got vampires in it, and it's, as far as I know, it's kind of a different take on vampires. They infect people with like these worm-like things. Speaking of which, that is a creepy, gross cover. I'm not really grossed out very easily, but eye stuff really creeps me out. I don't know why. But it's kind of a big book. I do want to try reading this, though. I've wanted to read it for a while. The next challenge is to read a book with a spooky word in the title. And this is a book that I've had forever. It's actually an anthology of short stories, but it's Skeleton Crew by Stephen King. Got the word skeleton in it. I love Stephen King. He can be a little hit or miss, but for the most part, I love most of his stuff. I don't read a lot of his short stories. The one that I really want to read in here is The Mist. Saw the movie. The movie was okay. I really liked the idea behind it. The execution could have been a little better. But I really think that I will like the story. There's some other short stories in here that are even shorter. I think The Mist is the longest one in here. So I might get to some of those as well if I'm feeling up to it, if I have time. I think short stories are good for readathons. But I've had this forever. I've had this book probably since I was a teenager, or maybe early 20s. I've had it forever. So I'd like to get started on that. And then the last book is to read a book that's a 2016 release. I was really unsure what to do for this challenge. I don't get a lot of new releases when they come out. I have not gotten any in a while. I was thinking about just going to the library and seeing what they had. I didn't even know what had come out recently that would maybe fit into this readathon. And the book that I have, I don't think completely fits. It's not scary, as far as I know. It's not supposed to be like a spooky book. It might have some creatures in it. It is definitely like a supernatural fantasy book, so it kind of fits. And it is a new release. I'd actually just gotten it from the library. I had it on hold since the book came out in July, and I just got it. But it's Harry Potter and the Cursed Child. I've been dying to read this book. There is still a huge hold and wait on this book, so I need to read this very soon anyway, so I can return it, because I'm not going to be able to renew it. And it fits because it's a 2016 release, so we're going to go with that. It's a good sized book, but it's written in play format, so I think it should be a pretty quick read. I've heard iffy things about it. I've tried to stay away from spoilers. I don't want to know. I want to read it with fresh eyes and see how I really feel about it without being influenced at all. But I know a lot of people did not like it, didn't like the ending, had other little issues with it. But I'm still very interested in reading this. Love Harry Potter, love the series. I need to reread the series again when I have time. So hopefully this will not kind of ruin the other books for me or kind of make me dislike the series as a whole. I don't think it will, but I'm looking forward to reading that. Alright, so that is my TBR. It could change, but this late probably won't. More than likely I won't get all these books read. But if I can even get one thing read this week, I just have not wanted to read, have not really read anything in a while. I would consider that a win. So if you are participating in SpookAthon, let me know what you are reading, or link your video if you made a video, and I would gladly check that out. Like and subscribe, and I will see you in my next video.